Hey, sis. You're aware of tomorrow's plans, right?
Tomorrow? I believe your fianca copyright is coming over to the house, correct? Is that what you're referring to?
Yep. David is coming over, my fianca copyright. It's pretty exciting to call him that. Mrs. David Watson. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? I know you can't even imagine what it's like to be this happy with a fianca copyright. That won't ever happen for you, will it? Not in your case. You know what I mean. Right?
Yeah. Do you think I should be present? It seems like it might be better if I'm not at home. I could plan to run errands or take a walk.
No way. That's not what I meant. I want you to be there. It's important.
Really? You mean that?
Of course. Man, you never quite grasp what I'm saying, huh? Geez. Sometimes you can be so dense.
I apologize. I guess I can be a bit slow.
So, you understand now?
Pardon me, I'm sorry. I just don't seem to comprehend what you're trying to say. Can you tell me what you want me to do? I just want to do what's best for you.
Ugh. You're such a dummy. Are you ready? Pay attention. You're my older half-sister. Obviously. But we have different dads, obviously. When Mama and Daddy got married, you were the baggage Mama brought along from her first marriage. We're just half-sisters. We only share a bit of DNA, but really, you might as well be less than that. You might as well be a cousin or something. I don't know, maybe even less than that. A maid or a servant or something. Mama and Daddy have been kind enough to let you stay, but we never really needed you. You're sort of an embarrassing reminder that Mama was married before. They just let you stay because they felt sorry for you and thought you had nowhere else to go. Anyways, I want you to treat David the same way. He's my fianca copyright, so he's your boss too. Just like we are.
A servant.
What? Do you have a problem with that?
I've offered to leave plenty of times. If I'm going to be that much of a bother, I can go. I don't want to cause any trouble.
What? No way. I don't want you to leave. You're the most convenient little helper I could dream of, and I don't want to lose that. How do you not get that? It isn't that hard to understand, silly. You should know your place by now. If you did, you wouldn't think such silly thoughts. Man. You really are such a dummy.
Okay. So you really do want me to be there tomorrow, right?
Yes. Oh, but don't forget. When we get there, I want you to serve some drinks and snacks. As soon as you take care of David, I want you to go straight back to the kitchen and stay there. He's coming to meet my family for the first time. It's for him to get to know Mama and Daddy a bit. You'd be in the way if you were hanging around. Be a good helper. Bring us our drinks and then head back to the kitchen and stay out of the way. It's the right and proper way to do things.
I understand.
David. Babe. Are you on the way? Will you get here soon?
Hey, Cora. I'm just hopping in the car. I should be there in about half an hour.
Great. We'll see you soon, then.
I'm looking forward to meeting your parents. I'm feeling a bit nervous though. I suppose that's normal. I hope they like me. Do you think my age might concern them? I hope they don't see me as too young to be a dependable husband.
Don't be silly. They'll adore you. Everything will work out just fine. When my parents see what an incredible man you are, they'll be overjoyed that we're getting married. You're handsome, intelligent, with great style, an excellent job, and a promising future. What's not to love?
That's very kind of you, but I'm just an ordinary guy.
Trust me, it'll be great. They'll think you're perfect. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention this. My parents have someone, let's say, an unusual girl living with them.
An unusual girl?
She's somewhat like a housekeeper. Or should I call her a live-in helper?
A live-in helper?
Essentially, they let her stay with them, and she manages all the household chores and such.
Ah, I understand. Like a live-in assistant? Something along those lines?
Yes, that's a good way to put it. You'll probably meet her. But once she brings us some drinks, she'll likely be busy working in the kitchen or something. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you're not surprised. Don't worry about her, all right?
No problem. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you for having me over today, Cora.
Of course, babe. Thanks for coming. It went just as I told you it would. My parents thought you were great. I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, I think they did like me. That's a relief.
Now that that's done, we can start planning the wedding. We need to pick a venue next. We can't pick a date without talking to the venue about their availability first. Let's make a date out of it. We can look up venues together and pick a few to tour. I've already got a few really gorgeous ones to show you. When do you have time? How about Wednesday night?
Hey, not to change the subject, but I actually have something I want to ask you real quick.
What's up?
That helper that lives with your parents, her name was Tanya. Right?
Yeah, why? Oh, now that you mention it, I guess you heard my mom calling her that. How'd you like her? Do you think she did a good job? She didn't do anything to bother you, did she?
When I asked you who she was, you said she was just a servant. But isn't she actually your sister?
What? Why would you think that?
Because I think I know someone who knows her. I have a relative that talks about someone with an awfully similar story. It can't be a coincidence.
Oh. Really?
The Tanya I know about came to live with her mom after her parents got divorced. Her mom got remarried to someone else about a year later. Her mom and her stepdad ended up having a baby together after 10 years. It was a little girl. So I hear.
Um,
So, you have to admit the stories match up. The name Tanya is the same. Your mom and the mom I heard about have the same name. To be honest, she also looks so much like her dad. Their face is almost the same. Especially her nose and eyes. It's like looking at a photo of her dad, it's almost unsettling. Cora, be honest with me. Are you using your own sister as a servant?
wait. Hold on a second. I get how you could see it like that. I do. But I don't see her as my sister. I never have. The family has always used her like a servant my whole life. I really don't think of her as my sister at all. You really don't have to feel sorry for her, there's no point. She isn't my dad's kid at all. They aren't related in any way. He's the head of the house. A lot of families don't see stepkids as their own. It's common. You don't have to worry about it at all. You can treat her like a servant too, she won't complain. Don't let it bother you, okay?
Really? Is that how you all see someone, just because they have a different mother or father?
What else are we supposed to do? It is what it is. It would have been cruel to kick her out completely, but my parents didn't want her either. Letting her be a servant was honestly the kind thing to do.
In that case, we need to break off the engagement.
What?
We can meet up to talk about it later. We can give each other our stuff back. I'll pack up all your things you've left at my place. You can keep the ring if you want, it's up to you.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd like to invite our parents and sisters to come too. I'd like to explain to them and get it over with. Let's rip it off like a bandage. I don't want to draw it out.
What the heck, David? How did talking about servants turn into you dumping me? I haven't even met your parents yet. How am I supposed to meet them for the first time so they can watch you dump me?
We'll talk about that later. I just can't get past your way of thinking. There's no way. I'm sorry it took this long to realize it, but our core values just don't align.
What is that supposed to mean?
When your parents meet my parents, I think you'll get it. Pretty quickly, actually. I need to go now. I'll talk to you another time.
David. Tanya. You piece of crap. You ruin everything. What did you say to David?
Excuse me?
He said he's breaking up with me. He's not going to marry me, and it's all your fault.
What? Are you serious?
What did you do? Tell me. Tell me right this minute. Or I swear I will make you regret your existence.
But I didn't do anything.
You liar.
Cora, what happened? I don't understand. Talk to me.
Shut up. I hate you. Get out.
Get out?
Today. Get out of this house this instant. Get out of the house. Get out of the family. Get out of my life. Get out.
Hi, Tanya. How are you? I hope you're alright. I'm sorry to bother you. It's me, Cora's fiancé, David. I was at your house today. I'm sorry to reach out to you on WhatsApp out of the blue this afternoon. I didn't mean to surprise you. I'm sorry I couldn't really explain anything to you at the moment. I didn't want Cora to see.
No, it's okay. I didn't really get to answer you. It's been kind of a crazy day for me. Sorry about that. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, there is. But first, there's something I wanted to double check with you. Is the name of your biological father Henry? He's from Martinez, California, right?
Oh, wow. Yes, that's him. I'm surprised you know about that.
I thought so. I knew I was right. Had such a strong gut feeling.
I'm not sure why you need to know.
Because that means I'm your little brother.
What?
Well, I'm your half-brother at least. We have different moms, of course, but I'm your brother. I'd always hoped I could meet you one day, and now here we are.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. I had heard that my dad had remarried, but we've never been in contact. So you're saying that's your mom?
Yeah. He remarried eventually, and they had me a while later.
Does Cora know about this yet?
We haven't talked about it just yet. Well, not exactly anyway. But we talked about how she feels about you. When she explained to me how she thinks about you, and how she has no problem using her own sister the way she does, I had heard enough. I broke off the engagement. I had to.
You're really not going to marry her then? That explains why she was so upset at me.
What happened? Did she do something to you? Are you okay?
She was furious with me earlier. She called me named and demanded I move out. She wants me out today.
What? Oh no! This is all my fault. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. Really. I was pretty surprised when she was telling me to get out. But honestly, I've wanted to leave for a long time. I might never have been brave enough on my own, but this is making me do it. It's a good thing.
That's still really fast to have to get out. That's almost impossible to do. Do you have somewhere to go? If not, you should come stay with my family.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't know.
You should know something. I talked to my dad about you. I told him about what they've been putting you through. He had no idea they were treating you so horrible. He said he wanted to help. Our dad. I talked to our dad. It feels good calling him that.
Really? Our father said that?
When your parents got divorced, Dad was still really sick. He was in and out of the hospital and didn't have the time or resources to be there for you. He said that's why he gave up custody. When your mom was going to remarry, he thought you'd be better off since you were so young. Now that he knows where you are and what you're going through, he said he wants to be a father to you. My mother is a really wonderful woman, too. She's like our dad, she feels the same way. You don't have to worry about her, she wants to be there for you too.
Thank you so much. It's a lot to take in, but it means so much to me to hear that.
Where are you now? Can you meet us in Midtown? We can come pick you up.
That's kind of you to offer. It's just that taking a cab down there would be a little expensive.
Really? Excuse me for asking, but do you not have any money?
This is a little embarrassing to tell you about, but my salary goes straight to my stepfather. He keeps all my checks and cards and banking info. It's supposed to be for safekeeping and to pay my room and board. I only get to keep $100 a month. With what I have right now, I had thought I would probably order something at a 24-hour fast food place and catnap at the table.
They even take your salary from you too? That's crazy! That definitely settles it. You're staying with us. I insist. We can pick you up anywhere.
I'll take you up on that. Thank you so much. You've been so kind. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
I can't believe it. You and David are related. Brother and sister. Half, but still, how is that possible?
It really is a small world, isn't it? I was really shocked when David told me about it. It took a while for me to accept it.
It's not fair. I don't want to break up.
I'm pretty sure it's over, Cora. He made his feelings pretty clear today. It was in front of everyone, too. Not a lot of doubt left behind after that.
You don't get it. I was going to have it made.
Yeah. His dad is pretty well off, isn't he? He owns a pretty good-sized business, too. Is that what you mean?
Yes. David is set to inherit everything. I was going to be a rich businessman's wife. I wouldn't ever have to work, and we would travel all the time. It was going to be perfect.
Think about it for a minute.
Think about what?
David's father is my father too. You get that, right? You know what that means?
Yeah, I know he's your dad. Who cares? David and I aren't related, even if you two are.
I don't think he would want his son to marry someone that treated his daughter like a servant.
You really think so?
Yeah. And what's more, the real reason my parents got divorced is because Mama was cheating on him.
Cheating? Mama? You're kidding.
Yeah, no joke. She was having an affair. After the divorce, she married the guy she was sleeping with. That's your dad.
Seriously?
That's what he said. I don't think he wants his son to marry his cheating ex and her lover's kid. Do you?
What? It isn't my fault. Gross. It sounds so weird when you say it. I don't like to think about Mama and Daddy like that. I hate this. Hey, you. Where's the money? You're supposed to give us your money every payday. You're late. Where is it?
You're talking about the direct deposit?
Of course, what else? Daddy went to get the money from an ATM and it took the card. We can't use it anymore. It completely locked us out. What did you do?
I canceled the card and the checkbooks for the account. It is my account, after all. I had new ones made. The card that your dad has is useless now, it won't work anymore.
What were you thinking? Why would you do that?
I don't live there anymore. You all asked me to leave, and I did. Since I don't live there, I don't have room and board to pay for. I think it would be a little weird of me to keep paying for something I don't use.
We need that money, Tanya. If you keep it, we are in trouble. We were only bringing in $5,000 a month, and $3,200 of that was your salary. How are we supposed to get by on $1,800?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I had no idea how little your dad actually makes. I thought he would make more than me at the least.
Well, he doesn't. You need to send the money. Also, the place is a disaster. You need to come back, your chores aren't getting done. You're the one that does all the cleaning. Ever since you left, it has gotten terrible. There's trash everywhere. It's filthy.
There are 3 of you living there. I think you can handle it without me.
Huh? What the heck are you talking about?
You're the one that wanted me to leave. You kicked me out. The least you can do is be responsible for yourself. You got what you wished for. Now put on your big girl pants and handle it.
Don't you dare talk down to me like that.
Sure thing. I won't talk to you at all. Bye, Cora.
No, no. I'm just kidding. It isn't like that. Why are you being like this? You stole my chance at being one of the rich and pretty people. You owe me. Daddy doesn't make enough for us to get by on his salary alone. Just give me some money, okay?
Hey, sis. All set for the move?
Yeah, I think I've got everything ready. Feels good to be done. There's something I should tell you.
What's up?
Cora messaged me on WhatsApp. She needs money. Not sure what to do.
Concerned about her?
Can't help it. She's still my little half-sister. Despite everything, I still care.
You're too kind, you know? I get you want to help her, but it might not be best for her. Same goes for your mom and stepdad. Right now, focus on yourself. Don't involve them for a while. They need to learn to get by without using you, and you deserve your own happiness.
I guess you're right. It's hard to say no, but I need to learn. I should focus on myself for a while.
Exactly. It's for the best. You need some self-discovery time. It'll be good. Oh, almost forgot. This Saturday, we're having a barbecue at the house. Some family friends will be there, nothing big, but fun. Dad and my mom want you to come. They asked me to invite you. Can you make it? Say you'll come.
Is that okay?
Of course. Family sticks together.
Thanks, David.
No thanks necessary.
In that case, count me in. Can I bring anything?
Great! Just bring yourself and your appetite. I'm in charge of the grill, and nobody makes a steak like me. Get ready for a treat.
I am. Sounds awesome. Thank you. My little brother has a knack for eloquence. He helped me muster the courage to embark on a fresh start in my life. I discovered an apartment not too distant from my biological father's residence. It's been wonderful nurturing a connection with them. I drop by for dinner or an occasional overnight stay. As time passes, our bond deepens. I don't really keep in touch with my previous family, but I do catch wind of their affairs sometimes. My younger sister had never held a job before. My mother was always a homemaker. She'd never been employed. As it turns out, my stepfather never progressed much in his career. He wasn't exceptional at his job, nor the most devoted employee. He didn't save much money, and his salary was actually quite modest. My younger sister always aspired to land a wealthy husband and a life of ease. She began dating a B-list celebrity, but it transpired that he was already married. The scandal became quite public, and the wife took legal action against her. I think it was for defamation or something, I'm not entirely sure. It made headlines, but I couldn't bring myself to read much about it. I did receive some calls and texts from her, soliciting money again. But it was around the same time I decided to change my phone number. Fortunately, she didn't obtain my new number, and I never heard from her again after that.